Soybeans originated in Southeast Asia and were first domesticated by Chinese farmers around 1100 BC as one of the 5 major plants. Soybean production wasn't localized in China until after the Chinese-Japanese War of 1894. Shipments of soybeans to Europe started in 1908, although Europe knew about soybeans in 1712 through a German writer, and soy sauce was a commodity that was often imported to Europe prior to 1908. Soybeans were first introduced to the USA in 1765 as Chinese vetches, and prior to World War II, the USA imported most of their soybeans. But during the war, the trading routes were disrupted, and the USA was forced to begin to grow their own soybeans, leading the USA to dominate soybean production in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, growing about 75% of the world's crop. In 1994, after Monsanto worked to improve the soybean plant's ability to grow and adapt to different climates and conditions, they introduced the first genetically modified soybean. Historically, China has not allowed imports of newly genetically modified crops until they are approved by government regulators. However, China has approved Monsanto's Roundup Ready 2Xtend soybeans, despite the fact that the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency is still reviewing the product. The European Union has historically been stubborn about importing genetically modified soybeans. However, in 2016, the EU approved Monsanto's Roundup Ready 2Xtend soybeans designed to tolerate applications of glyphosate and dicamba weed killers. The European Commission explained that any products produced from these GMOs will be subject to the EU's strict labeling and traceability rules, and that this approval will allow the GMO soybeans to be used in food or animal feed, but not for planting within the EU. Originally, Europe imported soy sauce prior to 1908, when Europe began to import soybeans themselves. Currently, soybeans are mostly used for animal feed, as it's a cheap source of grain. Right off the bat, the U.S. used their soybean crop as a main source of animal feed, although soybeans can also be found in shortening, margarine, cooking oil, salad dressings, industrial paint, varnishes, caulking compounds, printing ink, and fuel products, to name a few. Originally, in China, soybeans were used to prepare a large variety of fresh, fermented, and fried food products for indispensable Oriental diets. However, now, soybeans are used as soy meal for animals. Overall, U.S. soybean exports have increased, and the European Union and Chinese imports have consequently followed suit. This can be attributed to the relatively low price and high nutritional value of soybeans. The European Union and China have approved the use of GMO and GE soybeans in food and animal feed, but not in planted fields. At the end of the day, soybeans have a huge impact on the everyday life of people in the U.S., China, and the European Union.